Well, first shed hunt of 2024. Just got out here, kind of walking this small strip like grass and brush just right off the edge of this cornfield, and they're pounding it. It's January 20th today. There's got to be some sheds on the ground. Hadn't shed hunted this spot in a few years just because there's been no food, and they're standing corn in the front and then some combine stuff in the back that they're really digging in. Looks like there's quite a few deer. Trying to find a few matted down staging area spots right on the edge of this corn, but right now I'm just kind of seeing browsing all over the place. A few trails. Lots of deer tracks, just haven't seen any staging areas where they got it all matted down yet. But yeah, first shed hunt 2024. If I find something for number one for the year, I'll let you know. Real good trail. This is the combine stuff. They're digging in the combine stuff better than they are the standing stuff, which is typical. But I'll walk around there quite a bit. I'm just kind of walk this perimeter of the field here, these trails. See if I can come up with an easy one here. Yeah, they're really digging there. Looks like this whole back side of the field they're digging. So here's a little staging area right here, just off the field, just on top of the hill here. That's what I'm talking about. No shed that I see. This little staging area, they got it beat down pretty good. They're just kind of congregating before they step out into the field. A few licking branches and stuff right there, but a lot of times you'll find them laying just right in a spot like this. Nothing yet, just got here. Just following some of these trails just off the field, and I'm gonna go work all the way around that field. It's got to be something. Being January 20th, there's always bucks that shed in January. So. Alright, found the best little spot so far. Big staging area here. It's got everything beat down. Should be a shed here, you would think. Not, there should be eventually. I should probably see if I can get a camera up right here. Wonder if the hardwood's got red oaks on the ground, acorns. Last time I shed hunted this was standing corn. I found half the sheds back in the timber where they're eating acorns. I don't want to go back here too far because it's early. I'm bumping the deer out. I didn't find anything in the staging area. There was a few good spots. This spot was right here, grass up here. Nothing there. I don't expect there to be a lot of sheds on the ground right now, but there should be a few in here. I don't want to go too far back in the woods. I don't want to bump anything. But I'm out in the corn now, as you can see, and they're just pounding it. It's so bright, though, it's pretty tough to see anything right now. I have to get pretty close to it before I'd see it, I would think. Sure, there'll be a couple good ones in here at some point. Well, pretty much all the snow is melted. I've been out of town the last few days. But, yeah, this is... The last place I went was here. That was about a week ago. Tremendous deer sign. Just didn't find anything. It is early yet, though. Not even February. I think it's like the 27th of January right now. I want to keep a close eye on this. I don't know if there's anybody else shed hunts this or not. This is kind of one of those spots where you can check it every few days and hit these grassy patches on the edge of this cornfield. So this is kind of what I got going on here. A lot of grass. Some cornfields right there. They're digging in. Looks like they're basically traveling all over in this grass. So There's a few staging areas that I know from the last time I was here. I will go check those, but might as well hit a little bit of this grass. Still working the edge of the field here. Grass is literally right on the edge of the field. Actually, I'd rather there be more snow or no snow at all, because this patchy snow makes it hard. Rubs all over it in the spot, so I know there's bucks here. Big rub there. Another 2 rubs right there. Lots of food on the ground. This is where you'd think there'd be a shed land. Combine was spitting out the corn all over right here. Just acorns everywhere. I'm sure they were digging all over in this. We had snow up to about a week ago, and the temperatures just warmed right up. It's been above freezing for the last probably week, I bet. So a little bit of snow we had's gone. Seems like about every red oak tree you come across, there's acorns all over the ground. And this is the time of the year the deer really like eating red oak. Hey, first thing with horns this year. What a beauty. Well, I got off of the field quite a ways. There's just no snow, so it's hard to tell where the deer have been. They should be dropping pretty heavy. I did get a picture. I threw a camera up, and the first night there was like 7 bucks in the picture. All had their horns. I did have one pick of a buck that had shed. So there is a couple sheds on the ground over there. I'll probably go check that out too when I'm done here, if I feel like it.
Just walked down that way to grab the camera, see if there was any sheds out that way in the field. I came back through here, walking through, found some bones, and then found this lone shed. Number 1 for the year. Number 1 on the year, baby!
Alright, I'm just back here, back at my place, screwing around. Cornfield. I knew there was a big scrape. I just kind of want to scout it out for a spot to put a trail camera for next year. And messing around, you know. I get up on my ridge here, and there's this main trail. Goes right up through, and I look up, there's a big shed in front of me up here. Looks like a 5-point side. Pure luck. Kind of give up. I've been shed hunting all day, and I came back home. This is a big, nice shed. That's a real nice shed. Oh, I know what buck that is. That's a dandy though. Alright, so that's the buck that had shed here. So it's not Brady's 10. It's the other 10. The young 10. Just kind of seems like they were feeding right here. crabapple tree. Alright, yeah, so that's sweet. The main trail just going right up through my cornfield, just right there. Yeah, that's a good young buck. So a bunch of us got pictures of this deer. He was at the farm down the road this summer, so I got pictures of him, Johnny's got pictures of him. And then around gun season, he showed up over here. And he's been sticking around quite a bit here. And then I was getting pictures of him on the ridge of a nice buck, shed buck, and then one out in the cornfield. So this is him. And then my neighbor Matt sent me pictures of Brady's 10 still carrying yesterday. So yeah, this buck's gonna be a dandy next year. That's a pretty nice shed. Had two 10-pointers hanging out. Not consistent, but they were around. I got a bunch of pictures I can show you guys of this deer. He's gonna be a brute. He's, oh gosh, if he's 2 years old here, I'd be surprised. He's probably a 3-year-old. Probably 130-inch 10. First fresh shed of the year, and it's February 1st, and we have no snow. Northern Wisconsin, no snow. Yeah, I'm gonna try to match him up quick. Never get back here during hunting season because I don't want to blow the deer out. And there was a big deer right here. Jeez. Another big one right there. Just finding this shed was lucky. I really was just kind of looking around, being curious. Just a nasty mess back here. Big trail going through there. A lot of these deer are skipping through and I'm not seeing them. I have to get a stand up over in here somewhere. Maybe that group of maples. I don't know. They're running this ridge. Well, let's see if I can find the match to this. I think this is the strong side. Well, it's a few days since I found that nice 5-point side back here. It's going to be close to 50 today, which is unheard of. I can never recall early February ever being this warm. I've lived here my whole life, so it pretty much feels like April right now. I'm gonna go head out, start at the cornfield here. I just kind of went through it real quick on one edge, just a 1-acre food plot. There's lots of bucks with their antlers yet, but they're really not coming in anymore. It's warmed right up. There's no need for them to be in here. But I got permission from the neighbor this morning. He said I can go up on his land, so I'm gonna go back where I found that shed, and then there's that huge main runway that went straight to the north that he might have left on. So I think he was going that way. I found the shed on the right hand side of the trail. It was his right shed. It's possible that's how it dropped. Hard to really say, but and he might not even had the other side at the time. So all I know is both sides are down. So I have had pictures of him for quite a while with no antlers. Alright, I'm close to where I was where I found that shed. Here's that main trail. It runs this ridge north and south. And when I found it, I think I come up in the same spot and I was just kind of standing here looking around. That's when I saw it out in front of me. So I got permission from the neighbor now. I got about another 100 yards here yet before the neighbors. But this trail runs right up through. Any luck, he stayed right on the main trail and maybe dropped it up there a little ways. It was laying right underneath this crabapple tree. And I was out here doing some chainsaw work, cleaning up some crabapple trees that were pretty damaged and had other trees laying up in them. And I didn't see it. I kind of wandered around in here a little bit. That shed was laying right here. And it was his right side. It was on the right side of the trail. Makes me think he was going that way. But who's to say he didn't drop the other side prior? I don't know. But I'm going to try it and follow this all the way. Go check out the neighbors there and see if I can come across something. I literally just pointed where I found that other shed, and I just kind of walked around a little circle right here and got back to the main trail about 20 yards from where I found that shed. And there's another one right here that I had walked by probably 4 times now. This looks like a break off. That is a break off. That is not a shed. I'm gonna have to look at my pictures and see if I have a buck with one side broke off. I don't recall if I do or not. It's not a shed. So they're hanging out. They like this ridge. I do see a nice big white oak or red oak right off the trail there a little ways. Could probably put a stand too. I guess I really can't call that a shed, but it's a find anyway.
You getting it, Noah?
What?
You getting it?
Oh, there's a maggot.
Was that scary?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Sure this is safe?
Yeah.
How do you know?
Because I just went across.
Get down, baby.
He's gonna fall.
I'm going down. Going down. Oh, please don't break tree. I hear it cracking. Fail me, bark.
That's what I was scared of.
I made it. Oh, there's everywhere.